Hey everyone, it's Trina here. I just wanted to quickly demonstrate the new layered stencils that I've made. So I have designed the SVG and imported it into my Cricut design space so I could cut it out. And then on my Cricut mats, I've put these clear laminating pockets. These are the offcuts. I had A3, which were big ones, and I cut them so I could get 12 by 12 stencil sheets, and then this was the scrap, and they've actually turned out to be perfect for slimline cards. So I've got this one here ready to cut in my Cricut, but I've just designed a new stencil set, the same party confetti. I did a smaller one with the penguin on it, and that was the A2 card size, and I thought, oh, I want to do a slimline. So I've made 6 stencils. I've got black here to show, and each one of them, they've got little squares in the top corners where you can line them up. But if you stack all the stencils together, then you'll see how the holes kind of line up with each other. And so I've already sponged using red, orange, yellow and green. And now I'm just going to take my ink blending tools. These have Distress Oxide inks on them already. And I'm just using up the ink that I've got left over on them from previous projects. And you can ink them up as you go. Use any coloured inks that you want. I'm just going with a sort of a rainbow party confetti at the moment. And then later on I'm going to try some other colour schemes, like maybe all blue tones or reddy orange tones, rather than a whole rainbow of colors. So I'm just going over, seeing where I've got holes there, and I can take that off. I wipe these with a microfiber cloth or a wet wipe so that I can clean off that excess ink, and then it's clean to use again for another one. Now you'll see here I cut up a Cricut mat because I wanted to make some little sticky mats to fit into my mini Misty for stamping, so that it will grab and hold my cardstock when I want to stamp. So I cut myself 2 of these smaller sizes, and I had the strip left over, and I thought that's actually perfect for the stenciling that I want to do. Now when I cut my A2 stencils, they were the same size as an A2 card front, and I had to washi tape them down. But with these stencils, I've made them a little bit bigger. So this piece here is 3.5 by 8.5 inches, and I've just stuck it onto a mat using the corner, and then I'm using the grid for each of my stencils so that I know that they'll line up the same, and I'm just using the sticky mat to hold it down. Now I can go in with my last color. I think for this one I might use picked raspberry. And so I'm just going to go through where I can see the holes, and with these clear laminating sheets that I've sealed in my laminating machine, they make perfect stencils in my opinion, because I can see through where I'm going. It makes it really easy to line them up when you've got a multi-layered pattern for a stencil. I've also used frosted stencil sheets, proper stencil plastic, and those are really awesome too, but I had run out of my stock of those, and I've got laminating pockets, so I'm using those at the moment just to use up what I have on hand. So now I can peel that off, and you can see that I've got all this polka dot pattern just from a little bit of sponging, and it doesn't take long to sponge them at all. So now I can either put that directly onto the front of an a slimline card, which would be this size here. If I was to turn that over, I'll peel this off. And then I can use my sticky mat over again. So I could adhere that directly to the front of a card. It'll be the full size. You could ink straight onto your card base if you wanted to, or I might actually trim a little bit off, maybe trim 1/4 of an inch off, and then I'll mat it with a different color. Like say if I wanted to have my cardstock and a nice little border, I can trim these down to fit on my card and layer up. Now I've also got some new slimline greetings. I did some layered greetings the other day, and I've just cut this one out. So my files have a shadow and then the words that go on the top. You could use them separately, If you wanted to just cut that out and put it on a card or on a layout or anything, you can. But what I want to do, I'll just see, hopefully it's still in camera. If I come over here onto my all-purpose mat, and I'm just going to grab this and just gently with some of my ink blending tools, just rub over and add a little bit of color. Really easy to do. And again, I'm not re-inking, I'm just using what's already left in the foam. And you just want to be careful not to rip your cutout. I guess you could also blend a whole lot of cardstock, put it on your mat, and then cut your greetings out of that if you'd prefer that way. But I'm just going with the little cutouts that I've done. I just cut them in white so that I could add whatever colors I want. And you can see it doesn't take long, just a little bit of gentle blending. Use whatever colors you want. Let's see. Maybe I'll bring this down. Oh. That's a bit thin. It's grabbing. Maybe if I go that way and just get it away. Okay, so you can see I've just added a bit of color. I can glue this on, and then if I want to, I can glue that straight onto my background. The color comes through, or I could pop it up onto foam dots and just add some dimension. So just thought I'd show how quick and easy it is to use these stencils. These ones I've already given it a wipe. I haven't wiped it properly. You could actually rinse them off and get them completely clean, so that they're brand new, ready to go on any color. So just thought I'd share that, and I will be sharing some photos of some finished cards shortly after I've gotten them done, yeah, to show some different examples. So thanks so much for watching, and if you want to get these files, you can either click the link in my description, and it'll take you to my website where you can purchase the design. If you've already subscribed to my digital library, then you can go in and download any of my files, and all of that is included in your monthly fee. So it's $10 a month New Zealand. You pay every month, and whatever files I've got in there, you can just download them at no extra charge. So that is by far the cheapest way to get lots and lots of designs. Or if you don't want to commit to paying every month, you can just purchase the individual files that you like, one at a time, and just add those to your digital library, your cutting files. Okay, I look forward to seeing you again soon. Until then, happy crafting!